I'm Alan Arkish. As you can probably guess, I really like the Ramones. About 100 years ago, I directed Rock and Roll High School. And that's when I got to know the guys, and I really learned to love them, and they changed my life forever. And now that it's John's birthday, I want to give a little tribute to him. I was thinking, well, I could tell some anecdotes and something funny, but I want to do something a little more serious, a little more musicological. Because I wanted to talk about John's unique contribution to the history of rock and roll, his downstroke. That sound that made the Ramones who they are, that sound that the whole band is built on. Now, most guitar players, 90% of them, down and up. Not John. He wanted the power of the downstroke because he heard it once on the radio. And once he heard the Led Zeppelin doing Communication Breakdown, he said, that's how I want to sound for the rest of my life. And Dee Dee picked up the same style. Downstrokes on the bass. Now you got these two guys playing with enormous power, really fast, and there isn't a drummer that they audition that can keep up with them or play with the simplicity that they want. So Tommy, who really had nothing vested in being a drummer, so he had no technique to fall back on, invents a style of drumming that makes them work. So John also was not interested in guitar solos. In fact, if he had an extra guitar part in his mind that he wanted to do, he'd bring on someone like Ed Stasium. And Ed was a technical advisor for me on all of this. Let's take a classic like Sheena Is a Punk Rocker. That guitar sound is actually two guitars. It's John doing the pure Ramones sound and Ed on a Stratocaster trying to sound like the Beach Boys on Little Honda. How about that? Now you add on top of that Joey's Beach Boy-esque vocals, and you get a classic. Now, what are the other tracks that John did that you can point to and say, these are really classic John Ramone sounds? Well, Cretin Hop, I Wanna Be Sedated, from Acid Eaters, My Back Pages, which is an underrated record, Chinese Rock, and everyone's comic favorite, I mean, this is one of the funniest songs ever written, Judy Is a Punk. Every band needs a leader, and that was John. It needs someone who's a visionary, who not only gets the music to work, but gets the whole band to work, who has a vision for where this band will be years into the future, and who drives them really hard, and that was John, and that's no small thing. So the reason that we love the Ramones today is their music and the fact that they kept at it. Did you know that they actually rehearsed every night for 20 minutes before they went on stage in the dressing room? Because John was in pursuit of perfection. So all of you out there, you've all seen perfect Ramones shows. And today, let's wish John a happy birthday and thank you for your purity of mission, John.